Hi, I'm Kathy, growing in Glories garden. What we're doing today is putting together a Vigo irrigation kit for our raised beds. We have 2 raised beds, and both of them are covered by the roof of the house. So when it rains, these don't get water, and we always have to water them. So I decided that an irrigation kit will be good. And we're going to put one on each bed, and we're starting with this one. And it's really pretty easy. Have a lot of little tiny parts, but it's not too hard. And I do have my husband here helping me put the pieces on. And we're just at step 1 for right now. As we go, I'll bring you back and show you what we're doing. Okay, I got this one in. You showing me now? You got it going. So come in something. See my little pieces. Okay, what we're doing is putting these little pieces on. This is going to hold the water hose going through here after we clamp in. Come over and show them what I'm doing. So what you have to do is remove the screw out in the bolt and start putting these on. So most of these, most of these I have done by hand when I put this raised bed together. So they're pretty easy to get off. And I'm just loosening up the bolt part to take that off. And keep your original screw in and put this on. And I'm basically just screwing this back in with my hand. And that's it for now. I'll come back with y'all so y'all can see the rest of what we're doing. And at this point, we're coming through to snap these in. I hope y'all can see that. It's so sunny out here. But this is the next step. Right now what we're doing is working on the corners. Because this is a square bed and not a rounded bed, we're having a little difficulty with the corners. Hoping that it doesn't have the hose so tight that the water can't get through because it puts pressure on the hose. And we'll keep working at it. We're almost finished. We had to take a break and go back to the store and make a return on the type of water hose that I bought. And then we took a little lunch break because we hadn't eaten anything all day. But we're almost done. We got to connect the water hose over here, and then we'll be done. And I'll pick you up when we have that part in. I'm recording. What we're working on now is getting the water to come through the hose. We're having one little issue with this one. And the water wants to squirt out of the hose onto everywhere. As you can see, the ground and stuff is wet. But everything else is working fine. So we're still working with it. I'll let y'all back in to see the finished product, to see how it turns on and how it waters the flower beds. It's by Vigo Garden Irrigation Kit. It wasn't hard to put together. My husband helped me with this first bed. We started on the second bed. It started raining, and we had to go in and just take a break while the rain came. The sun is back out now, and so we're back out here finishing the second bed down at the end. So far what we've done is scrap these little holders in and put the little piece in that, and now I'm going to run the hose through. This is the bigger bed. This bed is 8 feet and 3 feet high, 8 feet long, 3 feet high. And so I'm going to run the hose through here. I don't have any going this way. It wasn't enough because I ordered 2 small kits, and really I needed a bigger kit for this one, but it's going to work out just fine. I'm going to figure out how to get this hose to run through. So y'all just stay tuned while I get this going. I'm going to set you guys up over here so you can see what I'm doing. So now what I'm going to do is start running the hose through. So you have this hose, and you needed to run it through each of the little nozzles. So I have this hose. I just set my granddaughter back in there to get my husband and cut the little zip ties off of it. So I have this hose, and you have to run it through each side. And at the end, because I'm not going to put a piece at the end of each bed, I'm going to put a stopper there. That's how that goes. And I'll show you what I've done in just a few minutes. I just wanted to show you this. You have to connect it here, and then you have to have the other end and connect it here. It doesn't run all the way through. You have to connect it at each end. So I'll connect a piece here, and then I come over here and cut another piece and connect it there. You was able to get it, baby? Good, good. Cutting the wire, cutting the hose. And that's it on adding in the hose. I'm going to show you what I had to do on the end. Down here, because there's no piece to go here, there's no screw here, I just put the hose down and staked it down. You also could run this as a, I'm trying to think of the word for it. Baby, what you call the thing? The other piece that we could run it in here as if we didn't want to drip it around like this. Okay, I got the word. You also could run it as a sprinkler head, as a sprinkler system in your flower bed, because they give you a few pieces of those too. And they look like this. And you could have these staked inside your flower bed, flower pot, yard, or wherever you wanted to have it. I just chose to do it this way because I like this way best. Now we have to add the mounts that have the cutoff switch. While my husband, he's down here, y'all may see him down here in the background, he's working on the faucet, putting in the little three-way switch that we need. We had such a hard time finding the three-way switch, we didn't. We found a four-way switch, so that's what we're using, because each little switch have their own cutoff valve. So we got that. And I think I could order a three-way switch off of Amazon. I'll look into that later. But I wanted to go ahead and get this together because it's starting to heat up here. It's hot. It did rain today for a little bit. But if you look at the soil here, I can show you some of the dirt here. In this raised bed, we had some hard rain. Completely dry. You can see it fall. So this system is going to work very well. So I'm going to add the little mountain switch. And I'm gonna bring you in some and turn you. I'm gonna bring you in some and turn you around so you can see exactly what I'm doing. So this is the little mount switch, and you just stick this end piece into the little hole. This is the piece where you stick it in at, and then you stick on the little faucet part. This is the end where the water is going to come from. And I'm going to show you how it works in a minute. And it's just as simple as sliding it in. And you could turn it to make it stand up a little more. And then you also could bend it. And this piece You could twist it and turn it. It could sprinkle, it could mist, you could shoot it straight at something and make it run really hard. If the soil is really dry, you can make it drip, all kinds of things. And each nozzle have their own on and off switch. Now we have the finished product of the Vigo irrigation kit. It wasn't without its challenges. We did have some challenges because when we turned it on, water was coming from the little joint piece. And then what I had to do is go in and recut some of the cord, cut some of the hose, and make it a little longer. So if you don't have it long enough, that's what'll happen. It'll leak out from these areas. But I have this one. In order to turn it, you change it. You can have it to mist, and now I have it shooting straight out because I really wanted to soak these beds. This sand is very, very dry, and I do have earthworms in it because I started seeing them crawl around. As you know, earthworms never come on top. They're always down in the soil, so I knew this bed was dry. But you could turn this, and it could be on a mist, like this is on a mist. I don't know if you all can see that, but that one is on the mist, and I have this coming in a little stronger here on this area because this bed stays dry, but it's getting good and soaked today. So, and I thank my husband. He's been out here helping me, and I'm gonna show you what he did with the water hose. Here we have the 4-way switch. We're only using 3. The one in the middle does have a cutoff valve, so we could turn each of these off at any time that we wanted to. I didn't want to disconnect my regular water hose because I still may water my flower pots while the flower beds are being watered. And so I wanted to keep this, my little Vigo water hose, I wanted to keep that plugged up as well. I don't want to have to be switching hoses and turning hoses because to me that defeats the purpose of having an irrigation system if I have to come out here and swap over the hoses to each bed. So I didn't want to have to do that. So yeah, guys, that's it for this video. I'm going to be ending it. I did show you the first raised bed. What I think I'm going to do for this bed, probably not today, maybe tomorrow, is I'm going to pull these tomato plants. They haven't flowered or anything. I'm going to pull them and put them in another pot. And I'm going to fill this bed up with some soil and amend this bed. And I have some other seedlings that I bought that is growing very well. And they need their space. This will stay in here. I will replant this in here or try to soil around it, which I doubt if I can. I do have some little carrots in here and a few onions. I think I might pull those. Those carrots been there a while, and the other carrots I've been pulling them and harvest them little bit by little bit. So I think that's what I'm gonna do because this soil is so low, and by us watering it down real good, it has really dropped. You can see how low it really is, and that's low. So that's what we're gonna probably do tomorrow, get out here and do that. But I appreciate my husband who's been out here all day helping me. We rode around to about 5 different places trying to find a 3-way water. We wasn't able to find it, so we just ended up with the 4-way shut-off valve. So, and that's fine, it's working. And we're gonna let that bed continue to get soaked down there, the bigger bed. And that's gonna be it. We're gonna turn this water off after a while because it did rain today, but as y'all saw me show you earlier, that bed was just as dry. All the soil was dry on it. So there's my baby back there. He's been out here helping me. And we'll probably do a small garden tour tomorrow because we have some exciting things growing in the garden. And I want to share that with you all, but that'll be tomorrow. I'm hot. My hair is swinging every which way, but I'm going to be going in. So thank you all so much for taking out time to watch this short video. I tried to make this video as short as possible. I didn't want it to be long. I didn't want to show you step by step every single thing that we had to do. I'd rather kind of just talk you through what we had to do and let you see the end result in order for the video not to be super long. But don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified every time I post a video. Thank you so much. That's what's going on today in Glory's garden. Thank you all so much. See you on the next one. Bye-bye. Have a good night.